that was her only daughter. They were like twins, and just wake up one day and she's gone. And life happens, we die, but to die under these circumstances and not to be given answers is twice as hard to bear.
So you're back with Lauren.
What exactly happened to Lauren Smith Fields is the puzzle her family and their attorney, Darnell Crosland, are trying to solve nearly 2 months after Lauren was found dead in her Connecticut home. Bridgeport police have now announced they're investigating this as a criminal case, but at this point, Lauren's family feels there are still more questions than answers. The 23-year-old Norwalk Community College student and aspiring physical therapist was reported dead on December 12th after a 37-year-old man she met on Bumble called 911. Inside Edition Digital is not naming the man since he has not been named as a suspect. Officials say that man was the last person to see her alive. This police report says he told cops they'd been drinking tequila, and Lauren told him she started to feel sick before she went to the bathroom and threw up. The man says she returned, they kept eating, drinking, and watching a movie. The man says Lauren fell asleep on the couch and he carried her to her bed before telling police he fell asleep next to her. When he woke back up at 6:30, he claims she was unresponsive with blood running out of her nose, which is when he called 911. After taking the short statement, police did not consider him a suspect or person of interest in the case.
The police didn't do any investigation. They let the guy go without any questioning, and they took a slight statement from him. And in that statement, he said that they never had sex, that he slept with his clothes on. But yet still, 2 weeks after her death, we have to force them to collect a condom with semen in it, a thing of lubricant, a pill that was found on the counter, and a bloody bed sheet. We have to force the police to take it. And to this day, those items still have not been submitted to the state forensic laboratory.
Attorney Crosland says many people have reached out to his office claiming the man had some sort of personal relationship with the Bridgeport Police Department.
I have to say that we're looking to get the phone records of Detective Cronin, who was there at the scene at the same time. Because if his phone records show any call connections to this guy, then you know that we're working with a very corrupt space. Right? And so far that he's under investigation by Internal Affairs and he's just been suspended.
There is zero connection between any detectives and my client.
So, you look at the situation, and when you mention the fact that they might have been racially insensitive or disregarded this family because of their race, people say, well, maybe you're playing a race card. But you don't have to look too far to see Emmett Till or Central Park 5 and similar cases like that.
So to be clear, effective immediately, both Detective Llanos and Detective Cronin are suspended from duties and put on administrative leave.
Only after Lauren's case started attracting attention on social media did Bridgeport Mayor Joseph Ganim release this Facebook video, announcing 2 detectives, including the lead on Lauren's investigation, have been suspended pending an internal affairs investigation. The officer who was in charge of overseeing the cases retired last week. The medical examiner determined Lauren's cause of death was a mixture of the lethal drug fentanyl, prescription drugs, and alcohol, ruling it an accident. Crosland says he has already started the process to challenge the ME's findings.
How did you come up with accidental when there's a guy who this woman never met, she's not a drug user, and there's antihistamines in her body, which are typically used to make people sleepy, drowsy, and typically used in a date rape situation?
The day after the ME's ruling, Bridgeport police announced they'd switch the case to a criminal investigation.
And so why does it need the whole world to respond to this stuff is beyond me. And I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. So we have to make them pay. Sometimes the only time to get justice is to make them pay, so that way they realize that the city's going to go bankrupt if this continues.
Crosland says they intend to sue the city of Bridgeport for $30 million in punitive damages. Taking on this case has come with another set of challenges.
Since we've started this case, we've gotten every single day emails in all capitals saying, you're nothing but you're playing the race card. And we've gotten phone calls that my receptionists are so afraid to even let me hear because they leave voice messages every single day.
In a statement, Bridgeport's acting police chief Rebecca Garcia says they will release a final comprehensive report at the end of their investigation. The DEA is also now investigating. Inside Edition Digital reached out to the Bridgeport Police Department, Mayor Ganem, the attorney who is now representing the Bumble date, and Bumble for comment, along with the police union in Bridgeport, Connecticut. No one has gotten back to us. On social media, Bumble said in a statement they are cooperating with the investigation. The Office of Internal Affairs is handling the personnel investigation. Bridgeport Police will not comment on it. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Stephanie Officer.